11 life paths. Don't try to fit in. Stop it. Stop trying to fit in with the crowd. I'm telling you right now. Stop trying to fit in. What do I mean by that? Now, here's what I don't mean, okay? Here's what I don't mean. I don't mean to fully isolate yourself and sit in your room all day long and just cry and sob like, oh, I don't fit in. No, I don't mean that, okay? Here's what I do mean, though, okay? Here's what I do mean. Stand for your authentic self. Stand your ground, okay? If you believe in something, do not conform to society. Just because society is telling you one thing, and this is how 11s get betrayed by people. I'm telling you because I'm an 11 life path. If you have a certain ideology, okay, everyone has an ideology. I don't want to even hear like, oh, ideology, that's for people that are not woke. No. Everyone comes with a certain belief. Everyone comes with a certain programming. Let's just be honest, okay? Now, with 11s, a lot of us are very spiritual. I just saw 111. No, I saw 111. Yeah, I saw 3 ones. Okay. A lot of us are very spiritual. A lot of us are very intuitive. A lot of us are very charismatic. A lot of us just know things. Like we just do. We dream things. We hear things. We're in and out of this dimension. Because always remember, you're an old soul. 11. You're old. You're ancient. You just didn't come here like, and you're like, oh, like, I'm on Earth. No. You have been here many times. You've done this over and over and over again. And now you're just here again. You're like, oh, okay, you're an old soul. But here's what the thing is, like, because we live in Kali Yuga, which means like this is the darkest basically cycle. Or like Muslims would say Akhir Zaman, which means like the end times, and even the Christians would say the end days, okay? Like, let's come to a mutual consensus, okay? We're at the end of a collapsing society, okay? And master numbers, my 11s, if you as an 11 life path, if you don't remember who you are and you start to try to fit in, you're like, oh, like, let's just go have some cupcake rolls, or like, you're like, oh yeah, let's just drink some fluoridated water. This tastes so good. And you're just drinking like fucking tap water all the time. You know what I mean? Like, look, unless you live in a condition where you're pushed at the edge, okay, I don't have no judgment. Okay? I don't even care if you, like, even if you have the money, you're not doing it. Everyone has their own path, okay? But just understand, guys, like, you as an 11, if you're not, as a master number 11, if you're not coming out here and you're not being a prime example in society, if you're the one that's like, you're just hiding away, or you're just trying to like fit in with like the general public, you're, in the end of the day, it's not gonna sit with you. Because you're an 11 life path, it's not gonna sit with you. You're not gonna be happy about these things, right? You will be at your best when you're on your purpose, when you're on your mission. We all know our mission. We all, look, at the end of the day, deep down, we all know what we need to do here. We're all here to spread our light. We're all here to do healing. We're all here. Look, let me tell you, as an 11 life path, I've spoken to, at this point now, I've spoken to so many 11s, okay? Let me tell you one thing we all have in common. People just like to talk to us. People like to message us. People want to get to know us. People want to get our advice. If you're an 11 life path and you're just loved by people, you're loved by people. Okay? People love you. Even though you do have haters, so like, let's just make that clear, but you genuinely have people that just come to you and they're like, what do I feed my dog, man? What type of food do I feed my dog? You're like, dude, I don't even have a fucking dog. And they're like, oh, you don't have a dog? Oh, okay. Well, what do you do? What do you like to do? And it's like, just like, oh, okay. Just want to have a conversation. You should have just said that, but okay, cool. It's because you have that magnetic aura. You're ancient. Do you get what I mean? Like, you're ancient. So, you, my friend, if you're that person that's like, you know, some U11s, the ones that I really actually mess with are the ones that just have it on their status. Like, you follow me on Instagram and you just have it on your status. You're like 11. I'm like, yo, amazing. I'm like, amazing, because like, you're not afraid to put yourself, like, you're just straight up. You're like, yo, this is me. That's me. What are you gonna do? If you're gonna run up on me, like, what are you gonna do? Like, you have to just be straight up, be authentic, be in your authentic version. Listen to me. Let me tell you something. At this point, you've had a fucking tough, like, a tough past. You've had tough experiences. You've been through a lot of trauma. You've been through, like, so many things. At this point in your life, do you really think it's worth it just to, like, try to fit in now? Like, you have, like, I talk about this. You have the perfect storyline. You have the perfect past. You have the perfect feel to, like, just go out and run through like a. And you're gonna just be like, oh, like, nah. Let me just go play pool with these people that don't like me. Let me go to uninvited. I know a lot of 11s are not like that. By the way, I'm just saying this because sometimes we're humans. Like, you know what I mean? We get caught up, so I have to be blunt with you guys. Don't expect me to be like one of these fucking fake ass channels, like, you know what I mean? Where they just talk about so much bullshit, bro. Like, oh my god. Like, I'm trying to find a channel which, like, yo, just talk to me about some real shit. And they're like, oh, cause you're an 11, like, you're just so good at it. Like, I get it. Okay, what's my dark side? My fucking dark side is that I see my emotions. Like, they're like, you know, like, as an 11 life path, we're emotional people. Okay, like, let's just be honest. And another thing, there's nothing wrong with being emotional. People are emotional. Humans are emotional. But the thing is, like, do you act on your emotions? Do you see what I mean? Like, do you, like, fuck, like, pardon my French, do you get emotional, and because you, look, it happens to us, do you get emotional, and you just start spazzing out at people. You're like, oh, how could you do that? What? Oh, like, why did you not, I told you to walk my puppy today, why didn't you walk? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's stupid, but, like, or, like, you're like, oh, what, I didn't get a good morning text off of you. Why not? Like, it's stupid as fuck. But, like, the vast majority of people don't want to talk about it. Pardon my French again. But this is how it is. This is how it is. When you try to be that person that's trying to, like, yo, listen to me. Let me tell you something. All of us 11s, we have so much in common, but we still have our little differences, okay? There's some 11s, we're intuitive, we're smart, we're intelligent, we have a story, we get it, we get things, we just get things, we love nature. In the end of the day, we know that, like, we're all connected to nature, we're connected, you know what I mean? But then you might be like a different religion, or you might be like a different, who cares? There's little things, or you might have an ideology where you're like, oh, I follow this this path. That's my path. You know what I mean? Or you might be in who knows what you like, you know, just different things. Like, you might like to go to fucking, like, a pool party, and the other 11 might just want to be meditating alone. One 11 might want to be on the beach. One 11 might want to be on the mountain. You know, that's not what even, like, that's whatever. Like, that's all good. But what I'm saying is, like, on a very, very, very majority level, we're all very spiritual. okay? And when you're spiritual, you think a different way. You don't think like how everyone just thinks. Like, you question things. You're a thinker. You don't just follow the crowd. You question things. You're like, you talk to your family and you might be like, yo, but like, don't you see like how they came out with these men, like, don't you see how they came out with all this stuff, like, or don't you see like what they're trying to do to our water, don't you see what they're trying to do to our food, don't you think that the medical system, like, you question things, like, you just question everything, right? And like, if you try to just like fully fit in and you're like a piece of you give away a piece of you to the person when you're fully trying to fit in. For me, it's like, for me personally, it's like, yo, I don't even want to hang out with you if you don't like compliment my vibe. Like, if you don't compliment my vibe, I don't even want to really hang out with you. No offense or anything, right? But yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Don't try to fit in. You're only gonna hurt yourself. You're literally only gonna hurt yourself. Anyways, have yourself a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.